And I don't know what you prayed, and I know you said yes to God in rooms where nobody was there. But today, on behalf of Transformation Church and this amazing group that gives, we want to sow a seed of generosity into each one of your ministries. For all of you, there is a check for $100,000 coming to each of you. I dare you to worship and praise.
So I don't know how many folks saw about this past weekend at Transformation Church's Version 04 conference. Pastor Mike Todd surprised a group of ministry leaders and nonprofit founders by giving them each $100,000 check. That is $500,000 total. As you see, the room erupted, people on their knees crying, completely overwhelmed, and it was beautiful. Now, while like many of you, I saw this through the lens of just humanity and the beauty in it, I also saw it through the lens of being a financial advisor. So here's something that a lot of people may miss. What looks like a spontaneous moment of generosity may sometimes, at least in part, be the result of intentional tax planning. And I'm not saying this to diminish what Pastor Mike Todd did, so don't take it that way at all. I'm just saying it because this is how many of even my clients operate. They plan their generosity in advance. Thus, I wanted to use this as a way to show a strategy that wealthy people use, but in a way that other high earners can benefit from too. So here's the move. Sometimes people use private family foundations, or they can also use, and this is one of the types of accounts that I set up for even my clients, they can use what's called a donor advice fund, also known as a DAF account. And since it's currently Q4, meaning it's tax planning time, this is a strategy I usually do in coordination with an accountant because timing matters for this. So essentially a DAF is an investment account for future donations. So let's say my client's accountant tells me that they are on track to have a high tax bill. Well, there's usually an amount that if we can use it or spend it in a tax favored way, we can get a tax deduction. So in comes the DAF. So let's say, and this is just an example, let's say that Pastor Mike Todd contributed to his DAF account in 2023 and 2024. He would have taken the full charitable deduction on his taxes in those respective years, but he didn't actually have to donate the money to any specific organizations until later. Could have been months, could have been years. It could have been at version 04 in 2025. The funds essentially would have just been sitting there, invested, growing tax-free, and just waiting to be directed, which means that when the opportunity shows up or the Spirit moves you to bless somebody, the money's already there, ready to go. So ultimately, DAFs are just one way to align your heart for generosity with smart financial planning. So you get to bless people on your timeline and lower your tax bill in the process. And remember, this is not individual tax advice. So you'll definitely want to talk to your CPA, right? Your accountant. But if this is something that you think that may help you, comment the word consultation below and I'll reach out to you. And if you are earning 6 figures plus and want more breakdowns like this, just continue to follow me for tax smart wealth strategies.